Do not compete in anything. Do not be jealous of anything. Do not compete in wealth and boredom. Not in the partnership of the world, which is collecting money. Not in the competition to invest money in banks. Not buying the competition of gold, silver, and dollars. No competition to buy gardens and villas. No competition, many earn money. Don't be jealous either. Not in someone who has a lot of money. He has a garden and a villa. He has many children. Or he has a good and righteous child. He is either the governor or the president. He is either a doctor or a lawyer. In short, don't be jealous of anything in the world. Never in this work. Do not compete, do not be jealous. Because someone who has competed in the world, and he did not take everything he collected with him. Jealousy does not take a person anywhere. Because jealousy burns itself first, then someone else. But compete in the religion of jealousy. This is the condition of competition in religion. If you see someone other than the obligatory prayers, he prays nafil and night prayers, you also read more. If you see someone mentioning and praising God, you also mention and praise God more. If you see someone helping orphans, the poor and the needy, do more of these. If you see someone opening a charity, he builds schools and mosques at work, do more of these. Jealousy conditions in God's religion are similar to these things. For example, if you heard that so-and-so is always in the way of God, you can walk more in the way of God from jealousy. But competition and jealousy is just a desire to please God. And it is necessary that two jobs are one of religion competition, an act of jealousy of the world. First of all, let me tell you about religion competition. Two young men who had a passion for prayer. There were two young men who, apart from worshipping fivefold, they compete to the death. Who worships more? A young person who is going to be challenged. Always as soon as he finished his work, he started worshipping God. Everyone who saw this young man was praying. For example, if he went to a bakery to buy bread, until his turn comes, he started worshipping, and if he was at work, he had a little free time, he immediately started worshipping God. In short, he always worshipped God until he had nothing to do. And the people of the little place noticed the worship of this young man. Seeing is not the time of worship. This young man worships until someone asks him, "Oh young man, why is it not time for worship now? You worship so much." The young man said it was true. "But I made a bet with my friend in prayer. Who worships the most until death? I competed to see who worshipped more." Someone said, "Which friend did you compete with?" The young man said, "With someone." The local person said how many years old he died. The young man said, "Yes, but my friend worshipped him until death. Currently, my friend has read more. I have to read like my friend till death, so that I can reach with it." Yes, friends, competition means this. No competition in the world is beneficial to a person. The competition of religion also benefits you in this world. There will be light for you even in the darkness of the day of resurrection. The joy of worldly competition is only 2 days. Well, a job out of envy of the wealth and boredom of the world. A person without a job is hot. Wherever he went, he did not get a job. Until he goes to a royal city. And he doesn't get a job in that city either. And he decides to go to the king of that city. And he explains the problem of his unemployment to the king. And the king also sees that a person has come to me from another city. And I have to guide a good person for work. And finally, the king sends this unemployed man to a great man to work. And he says to him, "Go to such and such a great man on behalf of me, the king." The unemployed man thanks and leaves. Before the man whom the king ordered. He knocked on the door, and a man came and opened the door, and the unemployed man said, "I have come to work on behalf of the king." The big man said, "Okay. Come inside." The unemployed man said, "Well, what should I do?" The big man said that you have just arrived and you must be hungry. "First, come and sit here, I will bring you food, then eat." The big man went and brought him some yogurt and some onions. When an unemployed person eats his food, he said, "What should I do now?" The big man said, "First go to the king and tell him that you are working here. Then I will tell you what to do." He told him that you really went to the king, and when you are talking to the king, cover your mouth with your tent because your mouth smells bad because you ate onions. And the king gets annoyed, it's disrespectful. He said, "Okay." And the unemployed man on the way to the king's palace, he thought of your jealousy, because he saw that this big man has a lot of wealth and boredom. He said to himself, "I wish all this belonging to this man was mine." When he went to the king, his tent, he closed his mouth and told the king, "That man gave me a job." The king said, "Well, why are you talking with your mouth covered?" He said, "O king, that man to whom you have sent me. He said that when you talk to the king, cover your mouth with a curtain and speak." The king said that the man did not say, "Why do this?" The unemployed man said, "Why, O king?" The king said what the man said. He said that when the king talks, his mouth smells very bad. That's why he told me to keep the tent in front of your mouth. The king was also very nervous about that big man. And he said to the unemployed man, "Go and ask him to come to me." The unemployed man was happy, he said. "The work of this great man is complete, and the king will definitely give me all his wealth." Finally, the big man went to the king. The king gave a letter to the big man to take to the minister. And when he came out of the king's house, the idle man was standing in front of the king's house to see what happens. And when the big man came out and went to the minister, the unemployed man asked what the king had to do with you. The big man said that I should take this letter from the king to the minister and bring the answer to the king. Again, the unemployed man was jealous. He said to himself that if this man becomes the minister, his position will definitely become higher. So I tell him to give the letter and I will take it to the minister to get a position next to the minister. He tells the big man that you have a job. You are busy. Let me take the letter. The big man says, "But the king, he asks me to answer the letter." The unemployed man said, "Okay. I will answer it. And you answer the letter. Take the tiger to the king." The big man agreed. The unemployed man took the letter and moved. He gave the letter to the minister. Minister, after reading the letter, ordered, "Hit the head of this unemployed man." The unemployed man said, "Why?" "You hit my head," said the minister. "It was written in this letter. Whoever brought this letter, separate the head from the body and send it to me." Finally, they separated his head from the body. And the minister ordered, "This severed head, deliver to the king." The king saw the head of an unemployed man. He was surprised. Said the king, "I said, your head hit." The big man said, "Why did you order? Hit me on the head." Said the king, "You had said, my mouth smells, makes it bad. That's why I ordered it. Hit your head." The big man said, "I said that. I did not. This man, we are in front of me, it was eaten with onions. I told him, you ate onions. Your mouth smells bad." Before the king, with a tent in front. "Shut your mouth. The king of bad smells. It bothers you. In short, Barmedin. What happened? This is from the end. Jealous person. So envy in the world. For whom? It has no benefits. As much as you can. Competition and jealousy. In the way of God's religion. Do it. Summary, friends. Our goal. Invitation to the right path. God. The way of the prophets. To support us. Enough button. Like, subscribe and hit the bell. So for more people channel. We will be seen. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. Until the next video, I leave you to God. In this channel, videos are uploaded every day.